Hello femmes, men and other sparkling gems, my name is Elenaru and welcome to this video. I recently found out about Inktober thanks to Aniko, another YouTuber here, and I thought it was a really cool concept and I wanted to give it a go. So for those that aren't familiar with Inktober, it's the drawing challenge for the month of October, where each day create a ink drawing. I found this concept quite exciting because I'm very good at buying sketchbooks and only filling them halfway, so this is definitely a journey of helping me fill an entire sketchbook. As of last year with Inktober, they've brought in prompt lists and I've been following it just to make it a little bit easier for myself, but being new to it, it was just a different way to challenge myself because some of the prompts for this month I feel like I am going to struggle with. This week wasn't too bad, but I'm assuming that later down the track it's going to be a little bit tricky for me. But for most of these it was pretty much the first thing that came into my mind is what I wanted to draw. So with this Swift, the first thing that came into my mind was someone running. This one is Devided. I wanted to do a little bit more of a whimsical or quirky kind of depiction of Devided. I did think of like a wall initially, but I thought I'd rather try to do something a little bit more lighthearted, and since the times in which I'm most divided is when I'm trying to pick something to eat, I thought it'd be funny to do a food orientated kind of theme. Here I thought it'd be pretty cool to actually use an ink and brush, so I looked around my room and I found it, and yeah, it was really cool to actually use, because I do calligraphy but as a hobby, and so to actually use my ink with a brush, it was a lot of fun. This one is Poison, so the first thing that came into mind was Poison Ivy from Batman, and it's really fun to try and organise her pose, so then, you know, Poison Ivy is quite a seductive sort of character, so to try and carry that across and to try and get the proportions right. And I thought to have an extra poison aspect to it, there's a broken bottle of poison next to it. I really enjoy the inking process because, you know, you have your initial inking done and it looks quite flat, and then as you add in the different line weights and the shading and stuff, it really brings your art piece to life, gives it a bit of depth. So I've really had a lot of fun doing the inking side of things. So he's using my calligraphy pen. I was trying to incorporate a skull into Poison and I accidentally did another O, so that's okay. And I wanted to add some Copics in there with a bit of colour because it just didn't feel quite right to have Poison Ivy without her green eyes and red lips. This one is underwater, and the first thing that did come to mind was a mermaid, but I thought mermaids were a little bit overrated and I thought it would be pretty cool to do a octopus kind of mermaid. Octomaid? I don't know. I really enjoyed doing this one because we got to play a lot with the hair and adding bubbles and things like that and trying to make it look like she is underwater. I tried to like make little aspects of her as an octopus, like square pupils and I suppose odd eyebrow. It was funny doing the tentacles because I kept losing count, and so after I had drawn one tentacle I'd have to count to make sure that I wasn't going over 8. I think I do need a little bit more practice with, you know, shading as in the cross-hatching side of things, but I'm still really happy with how this piece turned out. It's just those little things that you learn along the way. This one is long, so when I initially started doing it I wanted to draw a woman with really long hair, but the pose was frustrating me and I thought, oh, you know, I'll change it up, and so then I thought a kitten with a long piece of string. My hair tends to go a lot into this video, I'm really sorry. And sword. I was at my friend's place while I was drawing this, so that's why I've got a bit of Duplo to help me draw straight lines. But this is the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, which is my favourite game. And lastly, for day 7 is Shy. I had a lot of fun with this. I was slightly intoxicated while drawing this one, and I didn't like the shadows that I had done. I'm not really sure what I was thinking there, but yeah, that's what happened. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck for those who are doing Inktober, and for those who aren't, I hope you're enjoying all the amazing artworks that artists are drawing up for you. Have a wonderful day and manage your mischief. Bye!